Welcome back. 24 teams broke a good sweat during the 7th annual Green Cup tournament at Lakeland College in Vermilion Sunday. The name of the game was floor hockey, and the cause was to raise money to fund projects organized through the Enviro Club. Kathy Lee has the details on how the money will help out current and future projects.
Two things were accomplished at the Green Cup tournament: getting together with friends.
A lot of alumni usually come to play. They come back to Lakeland and play for their old team that they had here for their dorm or their classes or whatever, and kind of get back together with old classmates, I guess.
And raising money to fund projects for the Environment Club.
They do all the stuff with recycling bins. We plant trees. We just finished a green roof project that we're doing. We're going to build a big gazebo and stuff and kind of show that it does work and stuff, and then we're going to take on some little bigger projects with the green roof.
We have environmental sciences, and I think we need to do as we teach and recognize that everybody in the community and the college plays a role in the environment and in terms of long-term sustainability.
The money raised from the tournament and sponsors will go towards their current green roof construction project.
So it pays for our materials and construction and the paint and the plants and all the things that are involved.
And help propel a scholarship.
We have started a scholarship through Lakeland College, and we're adding to it every year. We hope to get to about $5,000 so we can have an ongoing scholarship, so we're up to about $2,500.
Although team numbers are down this year from 32, the tournament has picked up momentum over the years.
It kind of fluctuates anywhere between 24 and 32 teams, and it just continues to gain in popularity. Now we have people emailing us asking what date is the event. So it's starting to become a tradition on campus here.
The club has also been involved in a recycling project and have donated money to buy a windmill for a trout pond. Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
Border City music teachers and students had the opportunity to take notes and learn from a world-famous artist on Saturday. Magdalena Adamek was in attendance for the Alberta Registered Music Teachers Association traveling workshop. Aaron Streck has that story.
With music thriving in the Border City, a group of teachers and students were taking in all they could at a workshop Saturday with a world-renowned artist.
I brought Dr. Magdalena Adamek, who is doing master classes and a workshop for music teachers here in this area.
We haven't done a workshop here in Lloyd for quite a while, so we thought this would be an excellent opportunity to do it. She mentioned that ARMTA had some money through traveling workshops that could help financially bring this about for us.
All in attendance felt lucky to have Adamek come to them rather than the other way around.
We would have to travel, in order to get this opportunity. And so many of these kids that are performing today are performing at the high levels, and they need that. They need to be able to hear from these professionals and go the extra step higher yet.
Adamek has quite the musical resume. She came over from Poland and has a number of CDs on the shelves.
She is known to be a Chopin specialist, so there are several students here who are playing Chopin music for her, which is close to her heart. Chopin also was from Poland, and that is her specialty. And so it's a gift for them to be able to play for a teacher, a professor, and a performer of her caliber.
For most of the students and teachers, the piano master classes and teaching seminar was beneficial.
Really excited about being able to come, and especially the ones that were playing the Chopin pieces. We're really excited about being able to get the ideas from Poland and things like that. That's probably a little bit different than maybe some of the North American ideas.
Aaron Streck, Newcap News.
Making a meal can be a chore for some. However, knowing the do's and don'ts can help make the experience more enjoyable. Every Monday, we'll bring you a new feature called Fresh Favorites, presenting new ideas and tips for the cook in your home. This week, Shauna Roshak showcases utensils every kitchen should have.
Fresh Favorites is brought to you by Harvest to Home Market, your local connection to top quality Canadian products. Visit harvesttohomemarket.ca for daily specials.
Welcome to Fresh Favorites. We're in the kitchen here at Harvest to Home, and joining me is Chef Karine. So Karine, why is it important to have good cooking utensils when preparing food?
Well, it's really important to start with a few basic cooking equipment that is going to help you make the most out of your groceries and end up with a fantastic product at the end.
Perfect. So now what would you suggest would be the 5 top cooking utensils that every kitchen should have?
Well, absolutely. Every home cook should have a good quality chef's knife and a paring knife. You need to have an instant read thermometer. and a kitchen timer. So this is going to help make sure that you're cooking your proteins, those really expensive pieces of grocery, to the right temperatures and for the right amount of time. And then every kitchen cook, I think, needs to have a cast iron skillet. It is the all-purpose, do-it-everything in the kitchen piece of equipment.
So investing in these tools can become quite costly. What would you recommend for taking care of them so they last longer?
Well, your knives should always be kept either in a separate drawer away from your other utensils or in a knife block. Make sure they're clean and dry when you put them away and never put them in the dishwasher.
Okay.
Your cast iron skillet is going to come with seasoning instructions. You want to make sure that you follow those and then just use warm water to wash and continue to season regularly.
Very easy to do.
Absolutely. A good quality wooden cutting board really should just be washed with warm soapy water and let air dry. If you're using it for raw meat, a little bit of bleach and water is good. And really, a good quality board will last you 5 years easily.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Corinne. That's all the time we have for this week's edition of Fresh Favorites. I'm Shauna Roshik in the kitchen with Chef Corinne.
It does seem as though spring weather is finally here. With the warmer temperatures comes melting snow, and as Chris Campbell learned in this week's Everything Outdoors, the car wash this past weekend was perhaps the busiest place in town.
City streets are saturated with snow melt-off, and that's not news to anyone who drives a vehicle in Lloydminster. Above freezing temperatures are slowly melting the remainder of this past winter, and car washes in town are boasting the busiest weekend they've seen all year.
What have things been like business-wise here?
Oh, they've been busy. It's crazy busy, business all the time.
Business all the time indeed. Stephen Larry of Mr. Sparkle tells us since the first time he started working here in January, business more than doubled on Saturday alone.
How many cars would you say you see here in a day?
Oh, hundreds to thousands. Yesterday was busy, and we were. I was running from bay to bay all day. So.
The risk of severe spring flooding is relatively low since Lloydminster is situated in a flat region. The Saskatchewan Watershed Authority has nothing flood-wise to report locally, but here in town, officials have closed off Bud Miller Lake due to thinning ice, and crews are working to clear catch basins to avoid lake-sized puddles. But, as we all know, puddles are everywhere, and that's not stopping Dean Zer from washing his car many, many times.
Nice to get out. Looks good when it's done. Nice to see people out doing everything, getting out in the warm sun. Nice and warm.
Finally, car wash officials tell me it's going to be crazy like this past weekend for the next few weeks, so plan your car washes accordingly. For this week's Everything Outdoors, I'm Chris Campbell.
This feature brought to you by RecTech of Lloydminster and Power Merchants of St. Paul, your Can-Am Ski-Doo dealers.
So these next pictures are a sure sign of spring. This is a bald eagle and her little eaglet, and these are one of two chicks that hatched in a nest high up in a cottonwood tree over a trout stream in Iowa. The live webcam has already drawn more than 10 million views, and it's going to stay live until those chicks fledge and fly off on their own.
It's going to get another 10 million because that's all I'm going to be looking at tonight.
It's and Saturn. Amazing. I think we should all come up with names for those eaglets.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We're just starting the idea tonight. We'll come up with solutions for you throughout the rest of the week. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Good night.
Wardrobe consultations and clothing provided by Cliff Rose for Clothes.